Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank. It doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Mingo, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Dillard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The Broncos had 8-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Check man. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Off the play fake. Dillard. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now they can't bring him down. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas, 73 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You look at this Carolina defense.
Now, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that, though.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. .21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of...
There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. Touchdown, Panthers. T. Higgins. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Panthers 20, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it. I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
On 3rd down, Dillard.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dillard. He gets it to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dillard.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready. Shot. 17. Watch out.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Ready.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
That's returnable now for Smith.
45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, Dillard. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Vikings. 60 Vikings. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On first down, it's Barnett. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnett, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Now they'll audible to something else. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers continue to pull away here in this first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 22.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double team.
Touchdown, Broncos. Mike Evans. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Open man is Mingo, complete.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Barnett.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
They'll try the left side. It's Barnett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Barnett, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try to throw now. Young. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Bryce Young scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Young. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Barnett, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think we call that season's